West Ham 2, Man United 0. United served the fans of effing cold turkey and 2 goals in defeat. United playing 4 games and no goals. So there we are. This is who we are, and this is the level Man United are. Joining us today from UK, we have Kay, the smiley one. Kay, welcome to the show.
What's happening? You're good?
Good. Merry Christmas. Oh, it could be better. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys, man.
Representing USA, the ambassador we haven't seen in a long time, Ambassador Devin, welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wish United would have made a Merry Christmas, but it is what it is.
Devin, that dude.
And representing Houston Red Army, the soul man, Mr. Positive. Joe, we were there together. It was painful, but it is what it is. Let's get right. I'm going to go straight to Devin.
The soulless man.
Devin, where are we? 4 games, no goals.
Right now, we are a team that has no identity and is lacking leadership. Cannot figure out what style that we're trying to play. Cannot figure out any team that has any chemistry, because I think this was the 10th center back pairing that we've had this season. So it's very hard to get anything going. I do have to give credit to our new center back. I think he was very solid today. But I mean, we're still lacking in the final third, and this has been like we're like the definition of insanity. We keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expect it to be differently. But 4 games, no wins, 0. It's 0 goals. Yeah, it's not looking good right now, and something really needs to change.
You still with Ten Hag?
I still am right now because, to be fair, we do have a lot of players out. He's dealt with a lot of crisis right now. When we have somewhat close to a full strength squad, and if nothing changes, that's a different story, though.
Okay. Kay, the smiley one, what you got for us today? Well, United played. West Ham were rubbish to a point. They just sat back, sold the pressure. Before we realized it was the game over, mate.
We basically tried to do what we did at Anfield, and that shows how bad we are. We're giving West Ham the respect that you give to a team like Liverpool, and everyone's saying we played well. We stayed in the game. We didn't play well. We stayed in the game, and ultimately, a team that doesn't score goals concede, and then you fall apart. So, yeah, it's just the team are lost, man. But Ten Hag looks lost. The players look lost. And it's just, it's sad to see. And I don't see where we're going to get our next points from. I don't even see where we're going to get our next goal from, let alone points. Like, McTominay's our top goal scorer. Garnacho, I've said before, good player, good prospect, but he needs to come off the bench in some games. He can't be starting week in, week out. Like, it's not going to do him any good. Like, it's what's happened to like Marshall and Rashford. They haven't been coached properly. They've been thrown in, and in the long term, it's not going to make you an elite player if you're just playing and not being like. Look what Pep's done to players like Bolden, like Rico Lewis. Who's the other one? Cole Palmer. Look, he brought him in and out of the team. Now he's gone off to Chelsea. Same with what's his name at Liverpool, Harvey Elliott. Like Curtis Jones. You can't be playing those youngsters all the time because they're not gonna grow in the right way. They're gonna get stuck into their bad habits, and then it's hard to unfix it. So it's just I was expecting a loss, so I'm not really that annoyed. Like, I know what this United team are about. It's not gonna get any better anytime soon. So roll on. Mid-table clashes.
Wow. The soul man. We watched the game together. Like I said, it is what it is. The funny thing was, Joe did say, he said, United had the chances, they didn't take it. This West Ham team, they're not playing, they're just sitting back. He said, watch West Ham score. Lights out.
Listen, man. The formula's out. It's like I was telling Tim before the game. Any well-drilled team on this planet, bro. Yeah. Any well-drilled team on this planet can beat Manchester United. At this point, I feel like half the teams if they're well drilled. Like if any team on the planet gets like Sean Dice for a week, they'll beat us. Any team. It doesn't fucking matter. Any team. It doesn't it doesn't matter.
Wow.
You know, because we have holes, we have mistakes, and we like it's basically get through the half. Phase one, get through the half without conceding too many goals. Boom. Second phase, second half of the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half, get at them a little bit. If you're not able to score, back up some more. Just wait and wait. Somebody's gonna fuck up. They're gonna get a little bit too aggressive. They're gonna push a little bit too forward, and they're gonna get vulnerable on the counter. That's exactly what happened. Kobe Mainu mistake, very unfortunate for the young lad. Very unfortunate. But you know, if you're young enough to play, you're young enough to be accountable for those kind of mistakes as well. You know, so this is what it is to be a Manchester United player. Teams just come up on you, and teams are. Coyote, is that tea?
Yeah, green
That's
tea.
what's up. It's funny whenever I see y'all drink tea, I'm like, whatever. I just drink tea. Just like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Just, yeah, that's what I'm
Mate,
doing.
you do realize it's tea time. It's evening. It's tea time now.
What do you mean tea time?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? Oh,
No,
we have
what do you
tea
mean?
time. We have 12 noon, then there's 4 o'clock, and there's 8 o'clock tea time. Oh, you didn't know that, man?
Wait, y'all drink tea 3 times? Like
Yeah,
like
it's a tradition. You know, you have the
like
tea, you have a kettle and a teapot all set up.
yo, is there like a call to tea? Like somebody gets is there like
Only in Buckingham
like
Palace. Only in
Islam?
Buckingham Palace.
Oh my God. The fact that they even have something like that. Hey, props to y'all. Again, yeah, it's the same old. I think maybe the reason why I even went to the pub today was just like for some reason I got just maybe a little bit of the Christmas spirit, and I thought maybe these guys had a little bit of that too. But
You felt
it's
that
clear that
that result, that gladiator performance at Anfield could change the result today.
see, first of all, Tim, you need to stop. You need to stop. That was not a gladiator. That was just man. That was just a subjugation. That's just us.
So you're trying
the
to say
ball.
you didn't think they fought like Roman soldiers with the shields right there?
Bro, we started a what 18-year-old center back today. We played.
But he
Scott
played well, to be
McTominay.
honest. Nothing.
He
He was solid. He didn't pop.
no joke, no joke. He was solid actually.
Evans
He
was
was
a mess.
actually
I mean,
solid.
for the second goal, Evans
But
was a mess.
that said, this was West Ham, and West Ham was very poor today.
Yeah, well, man.
That first time they were very. I was looking at this. I'm like, whoa, West Ham is poor. It's wild that David Moyes ends up beating us 2-0, playing David Moyes, the same kind of play. The same kind of he beat us playing the same way that got him sacked in Manchester United.
Yeah.
That's
very
what,
solid truth. Very true, mate.
You know?
It's a mess.
So
Absolute mess.
It's a mess, man.
So as it stands now, we have swapped places with West Ham. We are now 8th, going in the wrong direction. We're actually going in the direction where we deserve to be going. We don't deserve to go in the other way, but the other way, because we're not good enough. Let's just call it as it is. We are not good enough. If you can't score in 4 games, it is what it is. That's what I keep telling people. I'm not upset. I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed. I think I'm literally just immune to all of it now. Just like, whatever happens. You know? It is what it is. I don't expect them to go to beat Aston Villa Old Trafford on Tuesday. No, I don't. If we lose 2-0 at home, it will be, this is our level. We are not good enough. It's okay. When you saw that lineup, And Scott McTominay, I'm sorry, mate. That guy's rubbish. He's rubbish. Let's call it as it is. You don't. He just disappears.
Yeah, he's what he is, isn't it? He's not like you know what you're getting with him. I don't know why Ten Hag continues to keep playing him. Once he played at Anfield when we got the 0-0 and he was the captain, I was like, that's probably the worst thing that could happen for us because now he's not going to drop him. And I knew Bruno was going to come straight back in.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't play McTominay and Bruno together. There's no discipline and there's not enough ball retention in them.
Are you trying to tell me Ten Hag doesn't know that?
He's too loyal to certain players. You got to remember Scott McTominay saved his ass with all those goals he scored. So,
But he's also saved his ass, but now pushing it closer to the trapdoor. So which is which?
It's just it's like I said earlier. McTominay is the new Fellaini.
When the team disrespectful to Fellaini.
Well, let me say this. Let me put it in context.
Yeah.
I say he's the new Fellaini in the sense that the team is having trouble scoring, just like we had with Fellaini.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, this guy just always seemed to get himself in position to score. Yeah. So because of that, we're gonna put him in the team. But having him in the team completely changes the style that we are trying to play. He is not a viable midfielder for this club. He is not a viable, it's just like we're just hoping. He's just throwing people out there and hoping for the best. That's all it is. He's throwing people out there based on the ratings from the last game. But we have been shown for years now, it does not matter what we do 1 week. What we do 1 week completely does not reflect on anything that's going to happen the next week. We used to, it used to be better where you would think before we used to just, have bad games, then there would be a reaction, but that doesn't necessarily mean we were about to push on, but there would be a reaction. We're not even getting reactions anymore. No reaction. Bro. No reaction.
There's no reaction. I know you're very, Joe, you are so correct. There is no reaction. It's just the same thing, same crap, different day, different set of players. We try again. Okay, Rashford today. I want you both to tell me about Rashford. What was your fault? New haircut, new mission, new vision?
Yeah. I think there was a chance where he got to the byline, stood some people up, put it back, but I wasn't expecting Rashford to do anything, right? Like, putting him on from the bench, he's obviously pissed off and probably sulking that he's on the bench anyway. So I wasn't expecting away to West Ham. This isn't the game, but Liverpool, he's got a bit of pride. He's from Manchester. West Ham, did he come on when we were 2-0 down already? Oh no, was the 1-0, sorry. And like the change didn't make sense either. I don't know if Højlund was injured, but it was just like, why are you changing? Like, I would have liked to have seen Rashford with Højlund because I think Rashford's created the most chances for Højlund. When they played together. So
Joe sent me a clip, and the TalkSport analysts were saying between Anthony and Garnacho in that match, they only created one opportunity for Højlund. One. That's terrible, bro. That is really bad.
To be honest, that's really in a lot of situations is the core issue with our problem with our team. We have players that don't do their jobs. Yep. We have players that are getting in this lineup and they do not do their jobs. Anthony does not do. No matter, I don't care what he's doing, he is not performing as a winger for a football team. Yeah. Scott McTominay is not performing as the midfielder that this team box to box. I don't even think people say his attributes are to be box to box. I'm not sold at all about what Scott McTominay. I don't know what This guy is saying to Ten Hag during practice. But Ten Hag, there's no way Scott McTominay looks like this during practice. How is that? And then Ten Hag looks at him and is like, yeah, I'll have some of that. Yeah, I'll have some of that. So like, and you can pick out points throughout the pitch. Maguire is not quite the center back that we did, right, to play our style of football. Bruno is not even doing his job. Very talented, but Bruno has a job, and he's not fulfilling this team at the job. Rashford, another one. When he's playing on the left side, he is not doing the job of a winger that we need. You know, so the fact that like you mentioned about like what I said about, you know, they only provided Højlund with one chance, and that just like how Kay was saying, like the substitution was trash, man. What are you talking about? Like the kid had no service. It was always going to be a hard game because it seems like Højlund has just been the way we feed Højlund the ball, right? It's like he has to fight their center backs. That was not going to happen with Zuma today, man. Zuma was towering over him. There was no way he was going to get past him, right? That said, I mean, I just don't know, man. I don't know, because like this game, unfortunately I'm still Ten Hag. This game was Ten Hag's fault. There were just the substitutions were poor. He left Anthony. He left Anthony in this game way too long. When I saw Rashford, you know, lackadaisically getting himself ready to get on the pitch, which I don't know.
It took forever to take his track.
I don't know what the broadcast is looking like in England, but what we saw on Peacock, it was just like, oh yeah, you're coming in, right? It was what, the 70th minute, and he was just like, you know, like he looked like somebody he looked like somebody that had just been called into work on his day off. Like he had no like he just like, it's like, okay, you want me in? Okay, I guess you pay me $300K plus. I guess I'll get off the bench and warm up or whatever.
The reluctancy, the taking forever to take off your tracksuit, like really, bro, really.
Listen, man, I'm done with all of them. That's the only reason why I'm still Ten Hag in is because I'm even more player out than I am Ten Hag out. Right. Like the players are just not giving us what we need,
man. Right. Let me welcome Mr. Fortress representing UK. Ken, welcome. Merry Christmas. Love the jumper. How are you, mate?
Thank you. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you and yours as well.
Thank you very much. At least we know we're having a good Christmas, but it seems United seem to keep serving us cold turkey, mate.
Oh, yeah, guys, I'm sorry, man. As I said in the group, I've had enough of the manager.
Can I see the rest of that comment in the back? I can't see it. Can you move to your right? No, to your right.
Can you see now?
Oh, wow.
What does it say?
Yo.
I will get Ten Hag out now. Damn.
Wow. Kenny.
Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry.
We lost one.
I know. I backed it. I mean, you know what I mean. The players are bad. Yes, the players are bad. But if you look at what the managers do, it's just stupidness. Every time we have a team, he just breaks it. What did we talk about in the last game?
Yeah, against Luke, you said keep that team. Yeah, you said
yes. Can we move away from playing one DM? You put an 18-year-old as the single DM away from home, and then you play Scott McTominay and Bruno up front. Like, how is that going to work? We've seen that he's still persisting on the same old mistake. Look, Tim, you and I, Kay, Joe, we're all fans, right? We watch football on YouTube. We don't know anything about. We don't know nothing. How can us fans see this and the manager doesn't? How can you play an 18-year-old as a single DM with no protection, That's why he gave away the ball. I don't blame him for that second goal. He gave away the ball because you got Scott McTominay there trying to score a goal. You got Bruno running, trying to become a second striker. The 18-year-old's exposed. This is the problem.
Well, I mean, I blame that 18. No. If he was playing for the under 18s, I would blame him for that goal as well. That was a lack of focus. He just lost focus.
Yes, I get that,
he
but that's
needs-
not why
he
we
needs to
lost
be
the
helped.
game, though.
That's not why we lost the game. That's not why we lost it. That's why we conceded the goal.
The second
Right?
goal, yeah.
Of course. I mean, what are you expecting from Johnny Evans? Right? What are you really expecting? A 1v1 Johnny Evans versus Kudos. That's not like 9 out of 10. He's scoring that goal, right?
Yeah, but Joe,
So-
when Varane was fit, he wasn't playing him. You can have. I don't mind the ego. I want someone authoritarian that will come in and bring discipline. Yes, but you have to win on the pitch. If you're winning and you're making these decisions, you're locking off Sancho, you're locking off Varane, you're locking off Casemiro, and we can see something on the pitch. We can go, yeah, we'll take that because he's locking them off because those guys don't want to do what he wants them to do. But we're not seeing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so where was Varane today?
He was injured. No, today I think he was injured today. But
So
when he was
illness.
fit, he was what? Ill.
He said illness, but we heard
Illness.
that a few times this
Yeah.
season.
Listen, guys. These players still need to show up, right?
I know.
They are guys. They are guys that are both physically not showing up and then mentally not showing up.
They're down.
The ones that do,
They're
the
down
ones
tools.
that do physically show up, do not show up mentally. Like after the second goal, the camera went straight to Ten Hag, straight to like automatic, straight to him, and you can tell he is just like he has no idea.
He looked
At
lost.
this-
He looked
Yeah,
at this point,
He didn't know what
disheveled. He looked lost, and you can see he looks like a depleted and defeated man. I think in his mind mentally, I think he's given up as well because
He's checked out. Yeah,
he knows.
I don't think he knows how to fix this team because
that's why I'm Ten Hag out because I can't see him fixing it. I just can't see him fixing it.
Can you see anybody fixing it?
Yes, I see someone coming in and fixing
Like
it. We
who?
have to.
Who?
Let's get this.
Who?
Wait. Not fixing everything in the club, but I mean, get the basics right. Things we're talking about, like Joe, just hear me out. Playing a 3-man midfield. Why is Scott McTominay? Why are we playing 2 10s and exposing an 18-year-old in midfield? Why are you taking off Højlund when as soon as Højlund came off, they scored? Why? Because Højlund was occupying the defenders and the defensive midfielder and forced David Moyes to move Paqueta off to a number 10 position. He was causing them problems. As soon as you took him off, you bring Rashford. We all know that Rashford is not. He can't play against the low block. Since Oli, since Mourinho, any team that parks the bus, he's done.
Can't play with his back to the goal.
he can't play back to the goal.
He just can't. So why are you bringing on Rashford?
Why did he?
I think he's run out of ideas. I think he's run out of ideas. Honestly, he looked like a defeated man today. That looked like
he did. And we've seen it before, fellas.
Yeah.
Yep. It's only
I
a
mean,
matter of time now.
If we lose to Villa, he might not see 2024. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm checked out as well. And the thing is, guys, if we give this guy, would you trust this guy with 300 million? Let's just say the Ineos comes in now and they say, look, we've got 300 million for players. Can you trust ETH to go out and buy the right player? Even if we say you can get rid of the players,
you have to get rid of. Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you tell him now you can get rid of all the players you want, Anthony will still play. He will still do the same stupidness. He will still sign Mason Mount. He will still play 1 DM and 2 10s when we know it doesn't work. So I just don't know anymore, man. Guys, that's me. I'm done.
So Joe, when you saw Rashford today, did anything say, okay, he might change the game? Or just the way he was reluctantly taking off his tracksuit, it took forever, he couldn't even get them off. Me, you were just looking at it like, these guys.
Yeah, Rashford's just waiting for the next manager. The core of this team is waiting for the manager. I guess maybe the only one that I would say is not actively waiting for the next manager is Bruno Fernandes because he's got the captain's badge, right? He's got the captain's band, right? But I'm pretty sure Shaw, Maguire, Rashi, who else?
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka. I mean, Dalot. Yeah, at this point, shit, Varane and Casemiro. You know, the only people that I feel like wouldn't be that's not looking forward to a new manager coming in, I would say, is probably Anthony,
Martinez.
Martinez. I think Martinez can stay. I think Martinez can impress the new manager enough. And depending on where that new manager is from, whether he's an Englishman or he's a foreigner, Mason Mount, that'll decide whether Mason Mount's looking forward to that or not. It seems like everybody have decided, okay, it's not working out. Let's just protect ourselves as far as health-wise, because you still don't see that aggression. I'm still not seeing that aggression from this team. I'm still not seeing that never say die from this team. So these players are not willing to put themselves out there physically for this club. And I feel like those are the players like I'm saying, like I'm willing to start from scratch, man. I'm willing to start from scratch. I would rather start from scratch. I would rather start from scratch than bring in another manager with these players.
Right.
Because they'll bounce up and they will sell them out next season and we'll be right back here, man.
Right.
And I'm tired, bro. Listen, guys, I have a thing where I don't watch movies over and over. Like once I watch the movie, but it's like I'm being held hostage here, right? And I'm being held hostage and I'm being forced to watch this. It's Groundhog's Day, man. Over and over and over, man. It's just, and I'm tired. I'm tired. We all should be tired of this shit, man.
For 10 years as well.
10 years, man. The same thing with these players are doing the same thing with these managers, doing the same thing year in, year out. First year, decent. Second year, dead. Conflict with players and managers. Player power over and over. Not being able to get rid of players because we keep giving them these fucking contracts.
This is
we are dysfunctional, man. At the core,
that's why we are going in the wrong direction. It is that
Blockbuster video dysfunctional. I don't know if you guys had Blockbuster out there.
Yeah, back in the day,
yeah, Blockbuster.
Yeah, in the 90s, yeah.
Used to.
Where you rent games.
Yeah, where you go rent the videos.
Netflix killed the game, though, isn't it? Netflix made sure
Netflix put out of business.
Bro, Netflix is city. Netflix is city. And other clubs are following the Netflix model while we are still trying to prop up that Blockbuster model. Right. Where we have shit, we have shit people in coaching, recruiting, management, like everything. All right.
Ken.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving this team's performance today?
Oh, man, 0.5. I don't know. First half, again, I feel like we're constantly getting deceived. I feel like we start a game and we're like, okay, when we start, we're normally like, okay, it looks like we're all right today, and then we end up losing in the end. So if you look at the big picture in general, I know people are going to say, oh, first half, we kind of, after the first 20 minutes, we did well, Garnacho had a shot, but it's always the same story. It's always the same story. So for me, that doesn't count these days. So I'm going to give them a 0.5. It's just not acceptable. I mean, when was the last time we won at West Ham? West Ham is yeah, exactly. West Ham is the closest team to where I live. I was telling you guys last week, right? Closest. I was going to it takes me literally from the train station, 3 stops, fast train. Takes me about 20 minutes. Rochester. From
Okay,
Rochester,
fast
you know,
train.
you
I
have
thought
that
you were
high
mile
speed
length.
train. No, high speed train.
Okay.
It calls at Gravesend, Ebbsfleet International, and Stratford International. You walk
Right,
through
right. Okay.
Westfield, Stratford, and then you're at West Ham.
You're West Ham.
But I'm not spending £75 just to, last season was when De Gea let in that howler.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I should be watching this game today. I should be going to watch it, but I know what's going to happen.
So
Yeah.
you're giving them a 0.5. Okay.
0.5.
What's
Yeah.
the score you're giving United performance today, mate?
Joke.
Overall, I'd give them a 2 out of 10. I'm not going to give them any more than that.
2. Joe?
Yeah, I give him a 2 also because the clean sheet in the first half. That's it. Clean sheet first half. that's all. That's me. I am reaching, bro. I am trying. You kept the clean sheet, even though
Despite
West
the
Ham
game being a game of two halves, right?
West Ham was not having none of it. They weren't trying to score. They were playing.
I know they were really bad. It was so
Peak.
boring at one point.
Oh man. But yeah, 2 out of 10. Simply just I give them 2 points for that first half. And the last time we beat them, oh shit, was that the last?
Cristiano Ronaldo and Lingard. That was it.
That was in the FA Cup.
No, that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
That was Ole. It was Rashford
Yep.
that scored the last one, though. Actually, that beat them last time.
Are you
Back
talking
in
about Old Trafford, or we're talking about in West Ham's ground?
in West
Because
Ham's
De
ground.
Gea saved the penalty last minute.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Kenny. Went ahead and watched. Speaking of West Ham, went ahead and watched Green Street Hooligans. A great movie, man. Great movie. Yeah, the Hammers. Let's go.
Green Street. Yep, that is Green Street there, right there.
That
That's the
movie.
old
That's a good
stadium,
movie.
the old Upton Park. They
Yeah,
moved
that's
from
a good
there.
movie. Those motherfuckers are wild.
Right.
That's English football for you.
Yep. Aston Villa are going to be the next visitors to Old Trafford, the fortress. They'll be coming to the fortress.
Oh, dear.
So, can that fortress hold Aston Villa on Tuesday, Boxing Day? By then, we've had our wine, we've had our turkey. We're going to sit down. Are we going to be entertained or are we going to be humiliated? Mr. Fortress, please talk to me. What are you expecting against Aston Villa on Boxing Day, mate?
The best we're gonna get is a draw. That's the best. I can't see us winning that game. I'm sorry. Just can't. We haven't scored a goal in 4 games, Tim. Where's the goal gonna come from? We have not scored a single goal in 4 games. That's 90 times 4, 90 minutes
360.
times 4. Exactly. So yeah, it's
And Aston Villa are title chasers currently. They're in the title race.
Yeah, and they've got Unai Emery, who has a system, a style of play, set up the team, and I think I think we might end up losing that game, and I think that could be the beginning of the end for ETH. If we lose that game, yeah, that's one nail in the coffin, definitely, for him.
Okay. Aston Villa visitors, are we going to be entertained or we're going to be humiliated?
The neutrals and the Villa fans will be entertained. The United fans will be crying like the Asian boy that was crying at West Ham today.
Yeah, the camera showed him. That was quite unfair. They showed 2 United kids crying.
It was 2 United kids. Yo, they are.
Do you know why? Do you know why, guys? Because it's so hard to get United tickets. Like, there's a ballot system. So when you do get it, especially with kids, don't be surprised.
And that's an away game, mate.
They've never seen United played live. Most of for him to cry like that, because that's probably the first time. It's probably a Christmas present that his dad paid tons of money for and said, "Look, we're going to take you out."
It was up front too
before Christmas.
Yeah, good seats.
We're losing fans, guys.
Too. Yeah,
the Gen Z, the Gen Z guys are Gen Z people are not, Gen Z guys. They're not Man United fans anymore. They're moving away.
They're not City fans, but they're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
I would say Arsenal. I would say Arsenal's picking up the fans.
On Boxing Day, are you going to be entertained after a nice Christmas turkey, some nice wine, opening some nice Christmas presents? Are you going to be entertained or humiliated by the same team?
On Wednesday, right?
Tuesday.
I'm on Tuesday, I'm looking at Fandango right now. I'm gonna see what's a good movie to go check out. Fandango. Because
Good
I think
shout.
Aquaman is out. Aquaman is out, right?
Yeah,
I
the
think
new
I'm gonna go see.
Aquaman's out.
God.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go see Aquaman. Well,
Yeah. Put your phone
because
on
like
airplane mode
because
so
listen,
no one disturbs you with text
look at-
messages and
we, at the end of the
calls.
day, we want to be entertained, and Aquaman to me seems like a better form of entertainment for those 2 hours. For me, I'll go watch A Color Purple. I'll go watch. I'll watch that freaking Willy Wonka shit. I'll go watch that. What the fuck? When did that happen? How many times you got to do Willy Wonka? God damn. Okay, Timothy Chalamet. I guess whatever. I'll go watch that. I'll go watch that. I'm not watching this game, man. I'll go watch Willy Wonka. Cause that, man, I'm not. I can't be bothered, man. I can't be bothered. It's a regular day for me. It's a regular day for us. It's not like a Boxing Day.
It's a holiday in England.
It's just I mean, everybody gets it's like a bank holiday. Everybody gets a day off.
In America, it's a regular day, mate.
Oh, really?
Regular
There's
day,
no
man.
Boxing Day.
No, but they don't do
Wow.
Boxing Day in America.
Yo, bro, we had
Wow.
slaves. We didn't have servants. You know,
Oh,
so
right.
there was no day to just let the servants
Yeah.
So like
Unbox and stuff.
it's a historical thing that like America never really had. So
And
it's
because they
just
got
like
Thanksgiving, so that counts as. Only America celebrates Thanksgiving. They don't celebrate any Thanksgiving anywhere else. Only America does
Yeah, that's
Thanksgiving.
true. That's true.
Oh, wait a
No
minute, you guys
Thanksgiving.
don't have Thanksgiving?
No, Thanksgiving to who?
So
No,
just
we don't
say
do
no. Come
Thanksgiving.
on, listen, come on. You guys don't even just like have a day where you just celebrate like, oh, I'm good. It
That's
doesn't
why
have to be
Christmas is
connected
such
to
a big deal.
pilgrims.
No.
That's
Say
why
what?
Christmas is such a big deal in this country. That's the only day people
Okay.
really get together.
The only thing that is similar to America now is because of the money is Black Friday. That never used to be the thing, and now they're now introducing prom because they can now see, oh, we can make money getting
Halloween as well.
When
Halloween's
we
getting
finish
bigger and
school,
bigger.
those days you have an end of year
Yeah.
party. You see, if we see you in 10 years, we're done. Don't do all now these days.
No, but
prom
come
is a big business out here, big business.
No, but like even in Germany, like my mother lives in Germany. Like in Germany, they even have a Thanksgiving, like a day where they just celebrate. They just give thanks.
No.
Even Nigeria, we have a day where we just give thanks.
No,
just
none
for
of
like
that.
the year.
Mate, I'm telling you, no. What's the problem? I'm telling you, there is no such thing.
Nothing.
We have the memorial of the veterans.
You guys couldn't even get it
And
up.
there's no Independence
Day.
Day. There's no Independence Day either, because
Of
their
course not.
independence, they give everyone else independence.
Of course not.
No, but overall, this team, honestly, like I was telling Joe, and I will use the word again, he's going to be pissed off. After that gladiator performance at Anfield on Sunday, this performance today just showed these guys, they're just a bunch of jokers. They just give you a little bit of hope. They just rank the carpet right under your feet just when you're getting comfortable. Like, I want to watch this movie, and like, oh, power's gone out. What the hell? That is how United are. Hot and cold. But this performance today, seriously.
Yeah, but Tim, the manager does not help the situation. I'm sorry.
Not
Let's go
helping.
back to the match. It's not helping. If
It's
we
not
played the
helping.
same team, we played at Anfield, we would not have, at least we would have put in a better show.
But there's no Varane. Varane is sick. What do you
There's
do?
no
fine.
Varane.
That's fine.
It's
But why bring in Bruno and play Scott?
He's
You
the
can do
captain.
that. You can
he's
do
the
that.
captain.
Fair enough.
He believes there's a
But-
goal in Scott. He believes the Scottish lad could get a goal.
Okay, why can't some Bruno drop back and help out Maino in midfield? Why did he take off Højlund when you know that he needs a goal? All Højlund needs is a ricochet, just something to hit him. Even if he hits him on the shoulder and goes in, for his confidence, that will give him he might go on a scoring spree if he gets that. But we're taking him off at. Normally, we're taking him off at maybe 70 minutes, 75. Now he's taking him off at 55, 60 minutes.
Yeah. The worst part about that.
72 million for him.
The worst part about that substitution is that he replaced Højlund with somebody who's in even better form than Højlund.
Yeah.
There was nothing that Rashford has shown this season that told us that he was going to do anything better than what Haaland had. And to the T, he showed us, like, nah, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy, bro. I thought he was going to replace, and the thing, he kept Anthony on there. That was another fucking mistake. Anthony was dead, man. Like, I get putting Anthony on there for himself defensively, but it's not like West Ham was really hitting us like that on the wings. So we didn't really need Anthony like that. So
West Ham were going through the middle. They didn't even use the flanks.
Through the middle. They didn't use the flanks. So yeah, this game was Ten Hag's fault. I'm full-heartedly Ten Hag. Like Scott, everybody just did what they do. Scott McTominay was Scott McTominay. Everybody
Bruno
was
was Bruno.
exactly
He
what
disappeared.
Bruno
He
was
disappeared.
Bruno. Bruno was Bruno. It's
left
up
the
to
kid
Ten
behind
Hag
them to perform miracles. Like what was he
that's
thinking?
wild, man.
Right.
That's
18-year-old.
wild.
Right. Question time. Anyone got questions?
Yes, I got a question. It's for you, Tim. Tim, are you ETH out at the moment? What's your take on where are you with this situation?
Currently, I think I know it's not going to happen. I'm Ten Hag in. I think we still need to hold the players accountable for lackluster performances like this. I'm sorry. Some of these performances are
Why are you
not.
Ten Hag in?
Huh?
Why are you Ten Hag in?
Because end of the day, if you look at the performance from the players, are they really performing? Are they really delivering all they can? I know they're not.
Is Ten Hag going to change that?
But see, where's the responsibility? You're going on the
Nobody's gonna
field.
change it.
You've been given you've been given a blueprint. Here's what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. They go on the field and do something else completely. Who's to blame? Can't keep blaming the manager.
I see it like, like a sheepdog and a herd of sheep.
Mm-hmm.
The sheepdog's running on the field. The sheep ain't listening. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Right. So why they're not listening?
But for many reasons.
Maybe they can't comprehend the instructions?
I don't even think it's that. Like when they said about Ollie, that they knew how to be defensively, but when they got the ball, it was almost like do whatever you want. I think it's like that with Ten Hag. It seems like there's no pattern, there's no style when we get the ball. Off the ball, sit and do this, that. I think they know what to do when they're off the ball. But when we've got the ball, it's almost like they don't know what each of them are gonna do. It's all instinctive.
And that's why when we play against the team that allows us to keep the ball, we end up losing because we don't know what to do with it when we have it.
Yeah, so I'm still Ten Hag in, but every week I see a performance like this, I'm thinking like, no, only today, for the first time in a long time, I'll say he looked lost. He looked like he when the second goal went, you could just see the drain on his face, like.
What about the Bournemouth game? After the game, he was stood on the sideline for almost a minute. He was frozen. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but you can see, I think he's come to the realization these guys are rubbish. I think he's come to realize these guys are rubbish. They really are. These guys can't string 5 passes together. I mean, serious 5 passes together.
Yeah, but Tim, the players that he's bought are rubbish as well. This is what I'm saying. Can you trust can you trust ETH? Let's just say now, like I'll ask that question again. Ineos comes in, we've got £300 million to spend. Can you trust it? And also you can get rid of any player you want. You can get rid of any player you want, you can bring in any player you want. Do you trust this manager to bring in the right players? There you go. We can't trust him.
Wait, okay. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You're saying that you can't trust the manager to bring the right players, right? But the thing is, the players that we do have are not the ones he wanted initially. So, I would say, if he was able to get rid of all the players and he was able to get his first choice. See, that's the thing about this team now. There's a lot of second and third
choice, though.
But there's we have too many.
Kim Min-jae was the first choice. Kim Min-jae was the first choice. Did he get it? No.
We have too many second and third choices from other managers.
But Anthony was also his first choice.
Okay, I'll give you Anthony. Anthony was a stinker. That like, hey,
But
Hoyland was
You
also
can
his
up on the
first
group.
choice.
let me
That
answer this.
Ollie was looking at him, and it was 25 million. That makes me
Yeah, I
even
saw
more
that
think.
post. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
compared
paid-
to Kudus. Compared to
Yeah.
Kudus.
But Kudus went for 36 million. He's
Okay.
way better, way
But
better
but look
better.
why is the Anthony in Ajax so bad in Man United? Have you
Tim,
guys
I
tried
heard in Ajax, Anthony was only good against the crap teams. I think it was
Yeah,
Jack Stan that
crap
was saying it in the
Mm.
overlap. He said against the top teams, he didn't really do anything.
Yeah,
And that was in the Dutch league. He
yeah.
was scoring against all the crap teams.
That's what they do. That's a JV. That's in for the Britons. Junior varsity is like, okay. So when you play, what's the British equivalent to high school? Secondary school.
secondary school? Yeah.
School, yeah.
Secondary school. Okay,
Yeah.
so like in secondary school, we have varsity, right, which is the main team that plays. Then you have junior varsity, right, which is the team that's like the freshmen, the first year guys.
Verbs.
When Anthony was in Ajax, that's who he was playing against, man. That's why a lot of his tricks came off. If you notice, he's doing less and less of those tricks because these defenders, people defend, man. These attack, these are
players.
better players, far better players, better defenders. Just overall, just the level of defending overall, the average is far better, and that's why he has not been able to find anything to make his game better. He would have to learn a completely new style of play in order for that to happen. And
Wow.
you know, obviously not happening.
Wow.
Yeah, he needs to.
So we've said Aston Villa is next on the chopping board. After that is the FA Cup. I think that's away to Wigan. I don't even know, but I know I just can't see United beating this Villa team on Tuesday. I just can't.
No.
This Villa team are very resilient.
No
They're
chance.
very resilient.
No chance.
You know, this team has beaten Arsenal, beaten Man City. So they're really a good team. Well organized, well drilled, and they know how to. They nearly lost yesterday, but they dug deep and found an equalizer.
Then we got Forest on the 30th. New manager Banks.
Oh, please. Oh
yeah.
Okay,
before
say
the
new
FA
manager.
Cup, yeah.
You United.
Elanga will probably score against us again. He scored today.
Nuno Espirito Santo. He scored more goals than Anthony and all our wingers put together.
That's a mess, mate. Any last words?
Merry
Joe, you go
Christmas.
give us the last word.
Hey, fellas, I understand we're in the mud. I just want you to understand we're gonna stay in the mud for the rest of the season, man. There's no manager on this planet that's gonna come in and change this team. There's no manager on this planet that's gonna come in and get us top four, get us into Europe. You know, nobody's coming to save us until we get rid of the rot in this on this team. So that said, I think what we need to do is manage our expectations moving forward. Let's protect our mentals, right? It's a Christmas season, right? Let's forget about, like, I would implore you guys for the next 48 hours, forget about this badge, man. It's time to, like, we need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our families. We need to protect, who we are to our families. Like, we don't need this club just like I'm having to, like, go to the gym and fucking work frustrations out, man, because of this squad. But we understand that this club right? This badge is bigger than every single person that is currently employed at this club. And then one day we will get back to glory. All right. It's not gonna be this season. It's not gonna be with these players, and it's looking like it's not gonna be with this manager. So glory, Man United.
Thank you, Joe. Very impressive. Okay, last words. Christmas words, anything.
The only thing I think that's gonna happen is, I think Ten Hag's been saved by this takeover. If this takeover wasn't happening, I think he would have been sacked by now. The only positive I can see is that Ratcliffe's gonna come in. He's not gonna let Ten Hag spend the money. He's probably looking for a new a new what's it called already? A new
POF.
manager, the sporting director. They're probably identifying targets for summer. So I think that's a positive. Like Dan Ashworth, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Mitchell's almost lined up to be in charge, and it's just we've just got to look to the future and hope that so Jim Ratcliffe brings in people that know what they're doing and identify targets for the summer, and we don't overpay. Because at the moment, when it comes to, we're a person that goes to an auction and they go, oh, these guys have got loads of money. You know, like when people go on holiday, and then you got the people that haggle with the people that are selling the product. Yeah, but they've got all their money in their hands, so they're like, oh, these guys have got loads of money. We'll just charge them double the price instead of having your money in your pocket. Oh, what's the price? And then half of the price. You know, they're like the mugs that get told the price and be like, oh, we'll give you a tip on top of it as well. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think we can get much worse than this season, to be honest. The way the season's looking, the only worst thing that could happen is relegation, and I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, it's just
we're just good enough.
Don't have high expectations for this team or Ten Hag. The players have checked out, and yeah, I think Ten Hag's a dead man walking, to be honest. So I just hope the next appointment is a good appointment. I don't think they're going to spend much in January. I think they're delaying this process, and I don't think they want to spend in January because they're going to be like, "What's the point? We don't want this manager." So I can see it being caretaker manager maybe after the transfer window, and yeah, stamp his limitation. Yeah, the fact that he brought this kid in, a centre back that no one's ever heard of, I've really seen, like that for me was like he's lost some of these players' trust. Lindelof injured again. He's had to have surgery. Like, what's going on? Like, injuries galore.
Yeah, what is wrong with the injuries?
Never seen it.
I mean, we didn't have any other centre backs available.
Yeah, but even change it up, like
what would
look up front. He's not brought in any kids from the academy to play up front, and we're struggling up front. Like,
right.
Other than Amad Diallo, I don't see anybody else. I would say Palestri should have came in earlier, far earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
Kenneth, any words of encouragement? Tell us, give us some good words for Christmas.
Yeah, we lost one.
Well, there is a bit of good news, believe it or not. Well, I don't know if you guys heard from Sky Sports this week that Man United will adopt a motive where they cut losses as opposed to waiting for player contracts to expire. So the likes of Sancho, they can cut their losses and just terminate the contract and let the player go. That's what. Did you guys hear that?
I heard that. I reported on that. I covered that on Thursday.
Yeah, it was a Sky Sports news. I think that they may do that with Sancho, but I think that's good news going forward for new managers. Well, I say them. You're right. They may not be able to, but for new managers, if they can keep that up, that is key to getting rid of. This is the key to getting rid of players. If they can start cutting, you know what? Sorry, Maguire, it hasn't worked. We're going to pay off your contract. Go. We don't want you anymore. If they can do that, then we'll be in a better place, because that's what Arteta did with
Aubameyang, Ozil,
Aubameyang, Pepe, all these players there.
This would have done with Maguire. He wanted paying out. If we
should have paid him out. He would have paid it. We should have paid him out and get someone else. So that's the one piece of good news. I hope they uphold that. That would be really good. The second thing I was going to say is, if we're getting a manager and we're doing what we're doing, following this new rule of terminating contracts, we need to put in a clause where the manager has to basically sign an 18-month contract. You know, I don't know, managers you pay as you go or something. We don't want to be giving. Let's not give away 3-year contract. We need to adopt this sack man. If you come in, but we need the director of football though to say, look, this is how we're going to play. We bring in a manager to match that way of playing. If that manager doesn't work, 1 year, go bring in another manager. This is what we want to play. Can you do it? Yes. Okay. You haven't done it. Bye. We need to start because this thing about give managers time, I don't think it'll work. It hasn't worked anywhere.
No, the reason why is because for one, we have not given any of our managers time in the last 10 years.
We haven't.
Ten Hag has been at the job for a year and a half. He's the shortest, bro. And we're talking about sacking him. This,
Yeah, but
look
look
at
at the
the,
difference.
but look at the
between
rot.
2 years. Look
Bro,
at the difference
look at-
between the 2 years.
Yes,
Look
but-
at Ole, look at Mourinho. They both finished second in their second year. The regression
Yes,
is
but Ten
disgusting.
Hag is getting the team at an even deeper rot. It's like getting somebody to clean your house.
Where we
right?
were last season
this-
to where we are now, it's
What-
like day and night. It's like two
Yeah.
different things. Like from where we were last season, you got to
We're not
remember,
Chelsea,
everyone
man.
was like, we got to 3 finals. No.
Mm.
So we got to
Two
the FA
finals.
Cup final, the Carabao Cup final, and we finished 3rd. Everyone was like, yes, we're adding Anana, Mount, Hoyland. We're going to challenge for the league.
I said we could win the league.
Yeah,
because
we've got
we had
like
the
from
expectation.
there to like
Nice.
the drop of it is ridiculous. I don't even understand how that happens.
So are we gonna have that? Are we gonna have that same energy for players that have done well in one season and is completely cratered in another?
I said Rashford's
I
got to go. Yeah.
I feel
Rashford's gotta go.
No, everybody. Like I would say Bruno's
But
on
you,
that
you
list.
got to remember,
yeah.
you got to remember though. Last season there was a pattern of play. This season it feels like there's no pattern. So we're not gonna score. We're never gonna score. I don't even blame Rashford. The way
Was
we're
it
playing,
really?
it's in like
But-
no one is gonna function in this team to score. It's gonna be moments FC.
Was
As
there
opposed
really
to
a
last
pattern of
season,
play?
Last season there was a pattern of play. A lot
because
of
we
goals
had a
counter
solid
attack.
defense. We were not conceding
Yeah.
sloppy goals.
Whereas this season it just looks like hang on in there, guys, for the whole time, and then maybe we'll nick a goal. You can't do that every game.
Ken, there was something Ken raised, and which I covered on Sky Sports information about Ineos' new pattern. But I look at the Sancho case. Yes, they could terminate contracts. We
They're not
still
gonna Sancho.
we still owe Dortmund over 60 million for Sancho.
Yeah, that's why they won't terminate him. And then you got to pay Sancho as well.
And you have to pay Sancho 35 million pounds
They're not going to do
because
it. No chance.
he's on 350 a week.
350 a week. Yeah.
And for his contract ends in 2026.
There's no way they're
I
going
want-
to terminate it. There's no way.
I want you guys to understand that is money that Ten Hag could have used. And we are in the situation with Sancho, and that is not Ten Hag's fault.
Well, for me, Joe, I
Listen,
think Sancho's
that's
a better
lot
player
of-
than
that's a
Bruno.
lot of-
Sancho's a better player than Bruno. But you got to play Sancho
Yeah,
and Bruno.
Sancho will do better as a number 10. He'll keep the ball. He'll do much better as a number 10 than Bruno. 100%.
Definitely. That's the
I don't
problem.
think so.
Bruno has to play
I
the game.
think Sancho is.
I don't think so.
From Man United, from
The only problem
Sancho's
is his
Man United,
character. That's the thing about Sancho.
Sancho's Man United career, I think he has failed. I think he's been a flop.
He's
I don't
failed.
think he's
Yeah,
been
he
a
has.
flop. He's been a flop.
Certified.
He
Certified.
has.
He's
Nearly,
not been
He's been
given
a
a run
flop.
of games, though. He's not been given a run of games, though.
he had a run of games under
K,
Rangnick. He
K.
didn't deliver.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that compared to like Anthony, Rashford, and all the other guys, he's not been given a fair run of games.
Okay. You do understand there's a reason why nobody's calling for Sancho to get into this team. Because
I
he has
understand
not
that, but I'm
shown us
saying-
he has not shown us anything. He
Nothing.
has not shown us
Absolutely
anything.
nothing.
That we would say
Preseason.
like with
Preseason,
Varane, we're
well.
waiting.
Preseason is
Preseason,
doing
bro.
well, he just
Listen,
threw him out of
listen,
the team.
listen. Andreas Pereira had a good preseason. Let's stop it with
There's
preseason,
levels,
right?
there's levels,
Playing
there's levels.
playing at the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, is not the Prem, bro.
No,
It's not.
But look, Pereira didn't do anything in any other league. Like he's not playing internationally regularly. Like Sancho is a good.
Sancho's
player.
not getting in the England lineup. Sancho's not getting in the England lineup.
No. You gotta remember, Oli brought him in and didn't even know how to use it. Because you gotta
Remember, only they brought Sancho to play on the right. He said he wants to play on the left. So that
I don't think
immediately
he should
was
play
the
him-
game, the
I don't
beginning
think
of
he
the
should play
end.
wide. He
Wait,
shouldn't be
that
playing wide.
was-
He should be playing in a number 10 or free role.
They
So,
wanted
okay.
him as a right winger. They put him as
Okay.
a right winger.
Yeah,
Look
but
at this
Oli don't
club.
know what he's doing. Sancho's not a right winger. Not in this Premier League. He's
Wait,
not, he's not.
Exactly. That's
But
why
wait a
he
minute,
was
how
bought.
is how? Okay,
We chased
Sancho
him
may
for
not
2
be.
years. 2 years we chased him.
Yeah.
2 years.
Sancho may not be a right winger, but from his own mouth, he's saying he's not a number 10. He's
Yeah.
telling you he's a winger just on the opposite end. The
Yeah.
fact that we brought somebody in that prefers to play on one side,
On one
and we was
side.
like, nah, we're gonna play on this side. That's wild.
That is the
That is
beginning of that was the
wild.
beginning of the
That's
end
You know
for
what
him.
the problem is? The problem is the players saying where they want to play. I don't hear at Man City really saying I want to play on the right
True.
or Doku or play where you're told to play. Shut up and do your job. All
Yeah,
these
but
players
that's
say
why.
that, I wanna
Isn't
play.
that why Pep let Sancho
Yeah.
go, because he thought Pep said, you know, this guy can't perform under me. He doesn't have the character to
No.
perform.
Sancho had
Yeah.
some issues with Pep. Like
Yeah.
he said doesn't turn up to training early.
Mhm.
At one point, the plane was delayed to go on tour because he forgot his passport, and they didn't let him go on tour. So it's a catalogue of issues.
His
But
character.
we
that's
can't
the thing,
terminate his
character.
His
contract.
character is not
Ravel
good.
Morrison.
Yeah.
He's like Ravel Morrison. He's like another Ravel, isn't it?
Even at Dortmund as well, they just
Yeah,
managed to
they just tolerated him.
pampered him, you know,
Yeah.
like tolerated
No
him.
one
Yeah.
has the time for that. But this is
No.
where we are, and this is where Man United are. And I'm happy. I'm not happy he's rotting 350 with to play in under 20,
Way
under
too much.
18s. It's a waste,
Way too
big waste.
He's on the same money as Rashford, like, and
Yeah.
the guy's not done nothing in the Premier League.
And another thing United need to all these 6 and 5 year contracts, they need to cut all that. You shouldn't
That
have
needs
more
to
than
stop.
3 years max, if that.
Tops.
If that.
5 years, 6 years? Come on, bro.
We need to go to more bonus, like a certain salary and then performance bonuses.
Yeah.
Not all this, you get a set wage because they're just chucking it. There's no hunger there because they're getting paid more
Because
than.
United can't draw players, so they're giving them money. So they're enticing them with big wages.
The problem is, I don't think United go there and choose to like spend a wild amount of money. I think they go there and they put in a fair bid, but as soon as another club comes in with that basically matches the same bid, they panic. We panic, and we go, "Ooh, this player will be good for us.
Sanchez
We
and
can't let him
Maguire.
go to City. We can't
Yeah.
let him go to like Maguire. We can't let him go to City. Oh no, let's double the offer." And by the time we know, we're paying double what the other club.
How much is Maguire on? 210 or something.
200, about
Something like
210, yeah.
Imagine the centre backs on over 200k. That's a sham.
But
That's
you
not
got
even
to
that.
ask yourself this. Think about it.
But
Did you know most of the players for Liverpool and City who've been winning
They're
trophies
not even
like
on that money. Yeah.
who've been winning
That's-
trophies like league titles and little trophies are on less money than
Less.
United players who won nothing.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, how is that possible?
Because they run properly. And there's an incentive for the players to get better because they get rewarded.
You're paying Sancho 350. 3 years now he's been in United and done
But-
what? Nothing.
But what if he performs? What are you going to pay him? 500. There's no.
Don't
room to-
forget. Don't
maneuver.
forget what we did to Sanchez. 400 a week. This guy gave us 5 goals in 47 games.
Yeah,
I rest my
yeah.
case. On that note,
United.
gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's been great. Merry
Likewise.
Christmas, Ken, Kay, Joe. Unfortunately, it's a day that United, as usual, did not fail to disappoint. It is what it is. We come again when they play Aston Villa. Are we expecting a different result? Not really.
Nope.
This is our level. When we accept this is our level, mid-table mediocrity, you won't feel the pain. You really won't.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
the best way to deal with it.
I'm
yeah.
telling you, when you
That's
don't
the best
expect, you don't get disappointed.
Mm.
Because when you accept the fact, this is United's level. We are mid-table. That's our level. We are not top 4 level. We are not top 6. We are mid-table at best.
At
Best
yes.
8th or 9th on a good day. On that note, gentlemen, Kay, Ken, Joe, Merry Christmas. Have a nice
Merry
time.
Christmas to you
We'll
guys.
talk again. Glory, glory.
Man
Man
United.
United.
Regards to your
See you guys
family.
on the next one.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All
Thank
Have a
you.
good
bye-bye.
Christmas, guys. You
Take
guys
care. Have a
Hey,
nice Christmas.
hey, Kay, I mean Kenny, watch that show I told you to watch.
What's it called again? Let me.
Lazarus. Watch Lazarus.
Yeah, I've started watching it. Yes,
heard
good.
of that.
Good show.
Is that on
Really
Netflix?
good.
That's a good
Season
show.
1. I'm on
Kay?
season episode
Kay.
2. Really
Kay,
good.
get on.